Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm so happy to be here with you. We are talking about one of my favorite subjects today, how you can connect to your angels and your guides. We are always surrounded by divine wisdom and the angelic realms that are here guiding us, supporting us. We were never meant to do this alone. And in any moment, you can tune in to higher realms and access guidance from your guides, your soul team, your angels on the other side that are here supporting you. And it is truly my life's mission and my legacy to make sure everyone knows that you are a channel to the divine, and all of this is available to all of us in any moment. For most people, it is easier than you realized. And so it is my heart's desire to make this information available, the processes, the easy techniques to access your connection to the divine, your guides, your angels. That's what we're talking about here today. It's really in spirit of my newest best-selling book that was released recently. You are a channel receiving guidance from higher realms, soulmates on the other side, your soulmates, your soul, the ascended masters, star families, and so much more. It's available to everyone. And we just completed the creation of You Are a Channel, the course, which is also now available, which includes guided techniques, processes, activations, all sorts of amazing things to help you if you are interested in connecting to the higher wisdom, and especially your guides and angels on the other side. So I want to say hello to everybody who is here live. This is the Journey of the Master podcast. We are releasing this live on our YouTube channel, Sara Landon Life. You can also find the replay here or your favorite podcast platform. This is the Journey of the Master podcast series. So hi, Dawn, Letitia, Judy, Ruby, Laura, Lisa, Ellen, Pedro, hello, City, Elizabeth, David, so many people from around the world. Hello, Carol, Earth Angel, Jeffrey, hello. Good to see you all. And Ellen says, hello, everyone. May you be, do, and have everything that your beautiful hearts desire. I couldn't agree more, and absolutely extend that wish to all of you who are here and part of this conversation, whether you are watching live or sometime in the future. So let's just dive right in. First off, let's back up a little bit. You are a soul. You are source. You are the divine. You are part of all that is. And in every moment, your soul or your higher self can focus into that oneness with all that is, and can focus into the unique soul that you are having this journey through consciousness in any moment. Your soul is unique to that which is source, God, the divine, but you are also part of that. And then you incarnated here on beautiful planet Earth as the incredible human that you are. And you are this unique aspect of you that is expressing in physical form with a personality and with characteristics and with gifts and with heart's desires. And yet there's always this opportunity to connect to your soul. There's always this opportunity to connect into the source energy that you are and all that is here guiding you. We never intended to forget that we have guides and angels that are here guiding us in every moment, supporting us, responding to us. And so when we came into this human experience, we never intended to forget that all the support and love is here for us to navigate our human experience with greater love, greater ease, greater joy, and to really know that you are connected in every moment to all that is. However, we come into this human experience, and a lot of what we're picking up the first many years of our life are beliefs of other people, the way other people do things, the way other people have learned. And we're taking all that in as a young child until we get to this age where most all of our beliefs and understanding of the world has been programmed in us at a very young age. So for most of us, we didn't necessarily have someone in our life that was reminding us that you have these guides, you have these angels that are there for you in every moment. It may be your prayer to God or Jesus or whoever it is that is the religious figure in your life, or you may feel a very specific presence from angels or a particular angel or a guide, or a loved one on the other side. And yet, we are taught to rely on our physical senses, what you hear, what you see, what you taste, what you touch, what you smell. And we think that's what's real. In fact, what we think is also a perceiving mechanism. And so we tend to trust what we think, which has come from other people's thinking, or we tend to trust what we can physically see and interpret with our physical senses. And because higher realms exist in a higher vibrational frequency, they are at such a vibration that we can't interpret with our physical senses yet. We can start to tune in and connect with them and receive messages in ways that are easy and always available to us once we make the simple shift to ultimately opening up and knowing that your angels and guides are there and available to you. Some people have very spontaneous experiences where they have an introduction to their guide, or they have an invitation or an experience with an angel. And that's how they come across this awareness that they can connect to the divine and the other side. Other people may hear a story or hear a conversation like this and wonder themselves, do I have a guide? Do I have an angel on the other side or an angelic team that is here supporting me? Just opening your awareness to this being possible for you and to know that you have this connection is the best thing that you can do to start accessing communication from your guides, from the angels, from those that are supporting you on the other side. And so, first thing, the awareness. That's the most important part. Starting to shift your awareness to connecting into something that you may not be able to perceive with your physical senses, but you can start to hear, you can start to feel, you can start to be aware. And one of the things that I find most is that people ask who their guide is or ask who their angel is, and many people get an answer, or they will receive some sort of awareness that the presence of Archangel Michael is with them, or an angel that they know by name, or a guide, and then they doubt it and they think they're making it up. And what I have found in teaching over 5,000, 6,000 students now around the world is if you have a sense of something, absolutely trust it and explore it. So, first step to connecting to the divine is finding a space of peace within you. We tend to think about connecting to the divine or our guides or angels on the other side as something out there. And because you're going out there, you're often having an experienced student say of, I'm not getting anything. I'm going out there, up there, trying to access something and I'm not getting anything. And the first step is to understand that it is within you and available to you, and not within your body necessarily, but within the force field of consciousness that is you. So we truly are all one from the highest levels. And so when you are tuning in to your angel is part of your force field of consciousness, the consciousness that is always available to you. Guidance from your soul team or your guides is always available to you within the force field of consciousness that is you. So, number one, understand you're not going up there, out there, trying to find something. You're going within to access the connection that is already available to you and already within you. For most people, I tend to find that closing your eyes, taking 3 deep breaths, going from your head and into your heart, and really feeling your connection to all that is within you. Most people tend to experience that as within my heart, going within my heart, finding that still quiet space, closing your eyes and going within, not going up there, out there, going within you. And this is where we tend to most hear guidance from our guides, our soul team, and our angels. And we can start to open those connections to hearing more information, sensing more things. A lot of students report having a sense of smell, like roses, when they feel their angel present, or having a particular awareness of this being that feels so loving and feeling like that is their guide. So first, go within, take some deep breaths. If you like to do a particular meditation process, that's wonderful. If you like to do some particular breathing work, that's wonderful. But create a few moments for you to really find peace and quiet and harmony within yourself, most notably in your heart. And then start to expand that awareness. Expand the awareness of yourself as not just this human in this body, but as the force field of consciousness that you are. If you literally saw yourself, you are like an energy field of consciousness, and it radiates from your being. And so the higher we raise our vibration and frequency, the more expansive that force field of consciousness is, which means more and more is available to us. But also, whether you are classically trained yourself to see energy and understand and interpret energy or not, people might say, wow, you're really magnetic or attractive, or you have a radiance about you, or have a light about you, or people are drawn to you. What they're really being drawn to is your force field of consciousness. And that's true for people, but it's also true for connecting into your guides and your angels. So take some deep breaths, go within, and then expand this field of consciousness. And I like to imagine my consciousness moving into every corner, above me, below me, around me, expanding to the town that I live in, the state that I live in, expanding your consciousness to the country you live in and the continent you live on. And then imagine that your consciousness field is surrounding this entire planet, and then moving up towards the sun and the moon and the stars, deep into the earth, expanding everywhere until there's nowhere that you are not. And you may begin with your guide and tuning your awareness within this field of consciousness where you are one with all that is and everything, and ask the simple question, is my guide here? Do I feel the presence of my guide? And you may feel it as energy. You may feel it as love. You may feel it as a being. You may hear a very definite yes. You may have even butterflies in your stomach, that feeling of the presence of your guide. Or you may ask, is my angel or angels here in this moment, in this consciousness with me? And you might feel an incredible peace. You might feel an incredible sense of being surrounded by love. And then you can ask, if it's interesting and curious to you, do you have a name? Does your guide have a name? You can tune in, connect to that presence. Is there a name that you would like to be called, or that you would like me to be aware of? And sometimes it comes instantly. Sometimes it's bizarre. When I first did this process, the name Ian came to me. Not at all what I was expecting the name of my guide to be at that time. And it was very clear. And after that, although I had very little awareness of anyone named Ian in my life, I would overhear all the time the name Ian, the name Ian, the name Ian, and I would get chills. And I knew that it was my guide allowing me in that moment to be aware that they were present and with me. And that's when I really would start to tune in. And is there any guidance for me? Do you have a message for me? Show me the next perfect step. Show me the way, right? Really feeling that guidance. Same thing with your angel. You may ask, are my angels present? Do you have a name that you would like me to call you? Do you have a way you like to identify? Start to build this relationship, no different than anyone else in your life that you may want to have a better relationship with. For some people, you may love the concept or the idea of a guide or a spirit guide. Perfect. If you like the idea of angels or archangels and you particularly are drawn to one, that's perfect as well. If you like to think of your loved one on the other side, like I often do, human and animals, I like to think of my animals as my angels and my guides oftentimes. And you can do the same process of going within, really feeling that space within you, expanding your consciousness, and notice if the presence of someone you love isn't there and available to you. And just start to play in this space where everything is available to you. You can ask particular questions, yes or no questions, or you can ask for guidance. Show me the next perfect step. Now, some people get a little tripped up because they expect some big, loud voice to come in and go, you should go do this. And here's something very important you need to know about your guides and about your angels and even your loved ones on the other side. We are here in an experience of free will. And not all existences are experiences of free will, but the earth plane and this experience that we're having is one of free will. You can think anything you want to think. You can act any way you want to act. Higher beings or those in higher realms cannot interfere with your free will choice. Let me delineate. Higher does not mean better. They are just in a higher vibrational frequency that we can't interpret with our physical senses because of the density that we're in this human experience. That's not a bad thing, but that's what's allowing us to experience physical form and experiencing physical form for a long period of time, right? In higher realms, let's just take my beautiful rose garden, for example. In higher realms where we are existing in a higher vibrational frequency, everything is instant. So if you think about a beautiful rose garden, the beautiful rose garden is there. If you think about then being on a boat under the moonlight or floating in the water, you're there. Well, luckily for us, if I'm not thinking about my beautiful rose garden or my beautiful home or my beloved animals or my beloved partner, they don't go away, right? There's more density in this experience that allows us to experience form for a much greater amount of time in a much richer, more fulfilling way. And as we step into higher realms and raise our vibration and frequency, you certainly will notice that instant manifestation happens much quicker. True creation happens much more fluid, but we also get the best of both worlds. We get the instant manifestation. We get the speed of manifestation in physical form. We also get to enjoy that physical form for a period of time. So it's a wonderful thing. They're not higher, better. They're just in a different vibrational frequency and they have a much grander perspective of what's going on here. They see everything that's in your field of consciousness. They know the shortest, easiest, most effortless path from where you are to that which is in your highest good or the next perfect step. But they can't interfere and tell you what you have to do or what you should do. So one of the things I notice most about students is they're looking for the answers outside of them, just like you're looking for your angels and guides outside of you. I find that my guidance from my soul team or the council or the angels comes from within me. And it comes to me from a place within me. Now, I know that it's because of the connection we have with our guides, with higher realms, with the angels, but you might notice that it comes through you as a knowing, as clarity, as intuition, as, oh, I just know that's my next perfect step. Also, inspiration is placed within us by our soul for the very purpose of expansion. So a lot of times people are thinking, I need to go up there, out there to find some inspiration, right? Where if you really connect within into the field of consciousness and open up to all that is already within you, that inspiration becomes more clear and more consistent. And so, anytime you're asking a question, if you're really attached to the answer and you're asking your guide, tell me what I should do, what business am I supposed to start? Right? You might not get a very clear, definitive answer. You might get a question like, what would be fun for you? What do you want to do? And these types of things can be what opens us up to greater clarity. And then go do something where you're not attached to the answer coming through in that moment. Go read a book, go ride a bike, go walk through the rose garden, go walk your dog, go do anything that you enjoy. And I find that that is some of the clearest times that our guides and angels can show us the next perfect step, or the step that is in our highest alignment, or the step that is in our highest good, or the inspired action comes and you know what the next thing is. That is communication because of your connection to your angels and your guides. And it can be really fun. One of the things I tell people that I wish someone would have told me years ago is guides and angels and archangels and ascended masters, they come to you often for a period of time, like walking you from one part of your journey or walking with you on one part of your journey into the next part of your journey. And then another guide might come in, or you feel a more collective presence like the council that's there in your life. And so I had a point in time in my life where I was very drawn to Kuan Yin. And it was a time in my life that I think I was really learning to trust compassion and love as really a superpower in my own life. And I was really drawn to learning about Kuan Yin and really drawn to the essence of compassion at that time. And I felt like once I integrated that in my experience, then something else showed up. I was drawn to something else and something else. And it's all part of reflecting to you all that you are. In fact, the council tells us that our guides and our ascended masters and the angels are really an extension of us. And as we become aware of them and we integrate them, or the essence of what we're drawn to about them, like Archangel Michael, you might be thinking, Archangel Michael, oh, he's the archangel of protection and safety or security. So you might invoke the light of Archangel Michael until you realize that it's your light and you are remembering an aspect of yourself that is the light that guides and protects you. I still find that even when I'm going on a road trip or going on into my car, sometimes I remember that connection to Archangel Michael, and I will feel that light and I'll feel into my own light. And I will say a beautiful prayer to Archangel Michael to protect my car. And then I always finish with, and I know you're reflecting to me the power that I too have, and offering me the opportunity to come in to my own higher truth and knowing. And it's a beautiful way to really have this harmonious relationships with your guides, with the angels, with the ascended masters that are here for you, but also fully stepping into all of your own perfection and your own power as you remember your connection and integrate these strengths that you have as well, that your guides and angels are reflecting to you. There's a question here. Do our guardians angels stay with us through our entire incarnation? It is my understanding that there are guides that stay with you for your entire incarnation. And there are also guides that come in at periods of time to guide you through certain situations or to integrate an aspect of yourself. I also have heard from many different students messages, for example, where the original guide that they came in with, because of their awakening process and realization, because of where the vibration is on the planet, at some point a new guide might come in to take them through the rest of their life experience, because that particular guide is more aligned to where they now are on their earth journey. And I truly believe that in addition to our earthly experience, that we also have guides and angels guiding our soul on its journey. And I like to think about it more as like your board of directors or your mentoring team, right? We all offer, every single one of us, wisdom, information that expands all of us as we share. And so I truly believe that not only does our human have a guide and angels and archangels that are surrounding us, but I believe our soul does as well. And I think that's part of all that is here and available to us. I've heard many people who share having near-death experiences where a particular guide shows up, a particular archangel shows up, sometimes in a form, sometimes they're light. Many times I have heard the same story, and people that are religious and people that are not religious, people that grew up in the Christian faith, people who did not, often having this experience of Jesus being present in a dream or a near death experience that they have. And I truly believe he is an ascended master that is here focused on this human experience and helping all of us find that direct access that we have to Christ consciousness. And so I think that's certainly why so many people have that experience. So, yes, you can absolutely ask your guide to tell you their name. Now, sometimes, as the council says, for example, when I first started channeling the council, they said, anytime you name or label anything, even your own name, the second you identify as I am and the name that you are, you're automatically limiting yourself. You're saying, oh, I'm just this human part of me versus the part of me that is a soul, that is consciousness, that is energy, that is source, God, the divine. So they say anytime you label anything or name anything, you're automatically sort of limiting all that it is. But they certainly understand that the way we interact in this human experience is through a sort of identity as a being or a person or an entity with a name. And so oftentimes they will provide you with a name that is a vibrational match to the energy or the energetic signature that they are, even if that being is pure light. They still have consciousness. And I think this is one of the things years and years ago, a friend of mine said, so you're saying that consciousness isn't limited to the brain, that consciousness exists outside of the brain and the body, right? And to me, the very simple knowing of that is uh, the birthing of a baby, the tree that grows and evolves and bears fruit, the beautiful rose that someday becomes a bud that opens into this incredible flower. There's a consciousness and an energy that created all of this, and it is intelligent and it's always communicating with us. Consciousness is awareness. There is an intelligence in it, and energy is always communicating with us, and there is an intelligence in it as well. So it makes perfect sense that whether your soul is communicating with you, your guides, your angels on the other side, whether they are a being or a light being, they are consciousness and energy and intelligence. And I think that's really what we're wanting to tune into. I like to refer to that as divine wisdom. That divine wisdom is always available, whether it's in your consciousness field or whether you experience it through a guide or an angel that is supporting you. Another question here. I've been to trying and going to healers for years. I can't seem to tap in. Any tips? Again, there are some amazing, amazing healers, teachers, wayshowers, all sorts of incredible gifted people, and I honor all of them and their gifts. Oftentimes, they are ones who have found their own connection to the divine, and just like me, feel this incredible passion to helping you find your connection to the divine. And so, first off, I would like to say to that question, make the shift from there's something wrong with me that I need to heal. There's something not right about me that I need to fix. There's something not good enough about me yet that I need to be more of this or that in order to tune in, to connect, to experience awakening and enlightenment, realization. And the fact is, it's your divine inherent nature. Your infinite worthiness does not change in this human experience. There's nothing that could ever happen in this human experience that could threaten your infinite worthiness. And there's nothing you could ever accomplish in this human experience that makes you more intimately, and infinitely worthy than you already are. And so the simple act to connecting into your own infinite worthiness, which means don't doubt and deny that you're worthy. Don't create this story of, I'll be worthy when I no longer have this disease. I'll be worthy when I no longer have this pain in my body. I'll be worthy when I have this amount of money. I'll be worthy when this person agrees with me. Don't deny love for yourself for any reason. Don't deny that you are worthy, whole, and complete exactly as you are. And then remember that your connection to tapping in is going within you. And sometimes when people don't feel good enough, or that critic in your head is so loud saying, you should have done this, you shouldn't have did that, you're not good enough at this, you're not good enough at that, you should have done this better, you should have had this figured out by now. Sometimes when that's what's going on in our head, people don't want to go within, which is why I encourage you to take 3 deep breaths and go from your head into your heart. Find that still, quiet, peaceful, safe, loving place within your heart. Expand and feel your worthiness in every cell of your body. And as you go throughout your day, notice. I had this experience this weekend. I went into a store to buy something, and the person who was checking me out, she's like, ugh, I've just never been good at math. I've always been terrible at math. My teacher told me I was just never going to be good with numbers. And I didn't respond. I just took a breath. And she said, well, I don't know, maybe I'm not that bad at math or numbers. Here you go. Here's your change. And it was just an example without any judgment of observing when someone or ourselves denies our own worthiness, because you're denying your connection to the source that is already within you, to the consciousness and the energy that is you, when you're denying love for yourself and denying your own worthiness. So for this particular question, most important thing to tap into, find a place in yourself where you feel your worthiness and you feel the love that you are and how important you are and how much you matter, the part of you that is divine and innocent and is innocent perfection here and now with nothing that needs to change. And let that be the place that you connect into your guides and your angels and your loved ones on the other side. Do our guides change? They seem to look different when I dream. They seem to look different when I dream with them. Someone says, yes, I do believe from time to time that your guides change, that particular guides come in a particular period of time. And throughout your life, you may have multiple guides, multiple angels. Have fun with it and open and explore it just like you would a new friend. And that's one of the things I really want to say to you about your connection to your angels and your guides. You have a whole new group of friends here. You have a whole new group of playmates and mentors and people to have these deep, intimate talks and connections and have fun with. We tend to think of these new connections being people, and that's wonderful. But also understand that when you start opening to these realms, all of a sudden you have all these new divine playmates that are living in these higher realms with these higher perspectives of consciousness that live in a state of pure love, that always see your perfection. And it's so fun when you start to play and create and communicate with your higher realm friends, your divine playmates that may not be in physical form at this time. Another question says, Sarah, I've got the gift of tongues, of light language when I was 17. I'm now 62. Why and what should I be doing with it? And again, I want to shift that question because I get that question all the time. What am I supposed to be doing? What should I be doing? And the answer to that is what you love, how you love expressing this gift, how you love sharing it, what you want to create with this. I have many, many students who speak light language. It's a universal language of the soul. It's absolutely beautiful. It's tones and melodies and often sounds like chanting or very tribal in nature. Other people refer to it as the gift of tongues. It's absolutely beautiful. I have seen it do incredible things to help people heal, to help people find peace and harmony. Incredible stories of people who speak light language and as a way of communicating with people who are nonverbal, as a way of coming into a beautiful frequency with children who may be autistic or have some sort of uh, for me, autism being ADD or ADHD. I've had the joy of having children and young adults in my life that have these sorts of labels, and I'll tell you, they are these high vibrational beings that come from very high vibrational frequencies into the density of this human experience, and they just don't operate the way we operate sometimes as a collective. And so I've seen incredible opportunities where people speak light language to children or young adults or people who have autism or are nonverbal or ADD or ADHD. And all of a sudden now they're feeling the frequency that is natural to them. So there's a lot of amazing things. I've seen people use light language out in nature with animals. I have clients that perform light language concerts, live events where they share light language. I have students that do light language along with someone who's a verbal channel, and they bring through this beautiful message that is song and light language as well as verbal messages. People that have created meditations and audios and all sorts of things. People who do in-person live gatherings. People who do sessions with people over Zoom, where they bring through light language. So what you should be doing is what you find joy in doing, what you want to create with your gift, how you want to express your gift. Start there, and the next step will come, and the next step will come, and the next step will come. And that's true with anything, but especially light language. I see it as a huge wave that is going through our consciousness of so many people waking up to their ability to do light language, or realizing that they've been doing it all along, and now they have an understanding of what it is and how important it is. It bypasses the negative associations that we have with some words to help us to fully allow the light and the healing and the love and the wisdom that is always here and available to us. And I do believe sometimes that what I've experienced with my clients is I can literally feel beings that are guides and healers and angels that are all gathered in that beautiful light language energy, and some amazing things are happening. So whether you are 16 or 62, your gift matters. You have it for a reason. Ask yourself, what is fun for you? In what ways do you like expressing it? What would you like to create with it? How would you like to share your gift? And start there. Start there. Great questions. So we are going to bring in the council for a channeled message for us today. Again, if you want to go deeper in all of this, my new book, You Are a Channel, is available in ebook, audiobook, paperback. You can get your copy. If you want to go deeper, my newest course, You Are a Channel, is now available. We'll be posting the links to that here. You can get the You Are a Channel course, where I share my top 22 tips for channeling, as well as some processes, experiential exercises, channeled activations. I really gave my heart and soul and sort of left it all on the table, everything I could possibly share with you about becoming a channel to receive guidance from higher realms and divine wisdom. So you can get the You Are a Channel book, the You Are a Channel course. As well, we are doing some very special things in the next month, which is September 2024 when we're recording this live. But we always tend to offer something special for our community. So if you go to the link that we're going to provide here, which is our welcome page, you can sign up to be notified of special discounts that we have and upcoming events for things that you might be interested in. And I also recently became aware that lots of people don't know that I do a free daily quote every single day, Monday through Saturday. You can sign up for the free daily quotes at the link we will provide, or go to saralandon.com and scroll down on the homepage. I also post them on Instagram, Sara Landon Life, or Facebook at Sara Landon homepage. So there's lots of free resources here. We also have an entire section on our website dedicated to free resources if you want to dive deeper into particular subjects, as well as this podcast. It's really why I do it, to share with everyone and put this information in the world as another one of our free resources that we offer to help you to really be the master that you are, to live your best life, to open and connect with your angels, your guides, your loved ones on the other side. To me, this is everything. Everything. I think about the most difficult times of my life, feeling so alone, like I had to figure it all out by myself, not knowing that this guidance was there in those moments. And I feel so grateful because in those times, I always had some sort of spontaneous experience when my brother transitioned, when my cousin transitioned, when I had cancer, when I went through my divorce, when I left my business. I always had some sort of spontaneous experience where my guides shared a message, or my angels shared a message, or my loved one on the other side. But at the time, I didn't know that I could tune in at any moment and receive that guidance. And yet, it has been the thing that has completely transformed my life in every way, such that I don't have terrible things happen anymore, because my perspective is not that they're terrible. I can always go to that place and connect with my angels and my guides and my loved ones on the other side for that higher perspective, for that higher truth, to remember who we really are and what's really going on here. And it truly changes your life in the most amazing ways. Also, connecting to your loved ones, the same process. Go from your head into your heart. Really go within first. Expand your field of consciousness. Think about your loved one on the other side and the love you have for them. Feel their presence there and communicate with them just like you would anyone else. Say what you need to say. Be open to hearing and feeling their guidance that might come from within you. However, I will tell you, I myself oftentimes experience guidance over my right shoulder. It's like this presence, this voice over my right shoulder. Other people explain it over their left shoulder. Other people experience it in different ways. But as you explore this and have some fun with it, you'll get better and better at trusting, at allowing, and knowing that this connection is always available to you. And if you're in that moment, I think we can all relate to this on some level, right? You just feel like you've hit rock bottom. And all you've got left is to pray, right? And so we often only tune in to our angels and our guides when we're feeling all alone or like we've hit rock bottom, which means vibrationally, right? We may be in a very heavy emotional place. You're just as loved as you always, always, always were, right? But sometimes in that moment that you are praying, right? It's when you then let go and you go to sleep, and all of a sudden you have a dream, or you wake up with a knowing, or you let it go and you let go of the resistance, and all of a sudden the answers come. The next perfect step shows up. You hear a voice over your right shoulder. You have an experience with your guide or your angel, but they're always here. The most important thing is the awareness. Start to tune in, ask for their guidance, ask for them to show you the next perfect step. Have fun with all of this. Truly, it changes your life in the most amazing, incredible, incredible ways. So, I'm going to go ahead and bring in the council for a message for us. If you're new to me, I channel a group of ascended master beings called the council. Again, I don't necessarily go up there, out there, right? It's from my breath and connection within myself that I really feel the council's streams of consciousness coming through. And that's what I share. So I'm going to close my eyes and take a couple of deep breaths, and then they will begin. My eyes are closed. It helps me to keep up with the incredible streams of consciousness that they're bringing through. I'm aware I can hear what they're saying, but I'm usually trying to translate so quickly. But I also find myself in this beautiful, incredible energy the second I feel the council. And this is one of the ways I know that I'm in channel, is I get to this place where I don't have any questions. I feel that connection with all that is. And then from there, it's like the floodgates open and all this guidance and information flows through. And we all have the ability to do this. Not everybody wants to verbal channel or channel verbally, but everybody has the ability truly to connect into divine wisdom and higher guidance in any moment. And so when the council is complete, I will just say goodbye to you all and thank you all for being here. If you're wondering whether you believe in channeling or not, no worries. I understand. If anybody would have told me I was going to leave my corporate profession and career and business and become a channel for a group of non-physical beings offering a grander perspective of the human experience, I would have told you you absolutely have the wrong person. But I could not deny the incredible love and wisdom that they bring through. It truly changed my life beyond my wildest dreams. And don't worry so much about where the information is coming from, but just feel for the vibration, feel how you feel, take what sticks and what feels good to you and what you feel aligned with, and let go of the rest. It's all perfect. And All that you need do now is receive. So here we go. We are so pleased and delighted to have the opportunity to speak with you on this fine and glorious day indeed. We remind you that while our words to you are important, this is a vibrational experience of remembering the truth of who you really are, why you are here, and all you intended when you chose this magnificent life experience, because we assure you, your life is meant to be so very good for you. If you knew all the light that surrounded you in every moment, you would never experience fear or pain or suffering or loneliness. If you knew how many beings throughout the universe were focused on you in this moment, offering you a grander perspective, offering you the opportunity to remember the truth and the power within you, you would never doubt, you would never question your worthiness, how powerful you are, how loved you are, if you knew all that is here for you in every moment, supporting you, loving you, and guiding you. And when you do open your awareness to all that is here for you, expect your life to become absolutely magical and miraculous. You step into a whole new world where your life begins to be filled with peace and joy and ease and happiness and well being and freedom and love and beauty and creativity and inspiration. You begin to create and co create and play with a higher order of beings, not better than, but have so much to offer you about what is possible for you in your human experience. Divine beings that are playing and co creating your reality of heaven on earth with you. You are never alone. You are always guided. You are so very loved. And all that we ask of you is to go beyond any feelings of unworthiness or being so powerful or being that loved, to know that you never meant to seek that only through your human connections and relationships. You knew that you could navigate through your family dynamics and through relationships with ease and harmony, because there was always love and support and care and kindness in every moment being extended to you from those beings in higher realms that stay in those higher frequencies, so that you do not lose your way here through the human experience. You are the courageous ones that came forth to be part of the great awakening of your beloved human family that is occurring on earth at this time. You are the courageous one. And those of us in non-physical are here because we promised we would be, so that you would never lose your way, so that you could always access the grander perspective, your higher truth, and allow energy and light to guide you as we guide you, support you, and love you. Breathe us in. We are here with you. We are all within you, always available to you. You are us. We are you. You are the council here on earth. You are yourself, divine in every way. As you see the divine in you, you will realize the divine presence of all the beings that are here, loving you, guiding you, supporting you in every moment. They know your highest potential. They know the highest expression of your soul in physical form. They know that the dream in your heart is there for a reason. They know your deepest desires for peace and joy and love and abundance and harmony and well-being, and they know that it is the truth of you. Open up to all that is here for you. You are everything you wish to be. You already are, and as you allow it, a whole new world presents itself to you. More fun, more miracles, more magic, more excitement, more joy, more creativity, more inspiration. And it just gets better and better. And so it is. We have enjoyed this conversation with you so very much. We love you. We love you. We love you. And with that, we are complete. Thank you for being here. I truly felt that that was an activation to help all of us go deeper and deeper into our connection to the divine, our guides, our angels, so that you may play and co-create with them here on earth and in the higher realms. Thank you for being part of our community. I hope to see you on a next episode. You can subscribe to be notified of future Journey of the Master podcast event like this, or visit saralandon.com. Bye, everybody.